and welcome back to the Chill Mama channel. And we're going to do chapter 2 now of Naughty Amelia Jane. I'm going to read this in more American tone. This chapter is called Amelia Jane Gets a Shock. Well, for a little while, Amelia Jane was very good. And then, oh dear, she forgot all her promises and became really, really naughty. The thing she did. She took a needle and cotton out of the nurse's work basket and screwed up the sleeves of the teddy bear's new coat when he wasn't looking. So when he went to put on his coat, he simply could not put his arms through the sleeves. He just couldn't find the way in because the sleeves were sewn up. How Amelia Jane laughed. Stupid teddy bear. The next night she hid behind the curtain and began to meow like a cat. Meow, meow. The toys were not very fond of Tibbs the cat because he sometimes chewed them. So they all stopped playing and looked round to see where Tibbs was. I can hear him meowing, said the teddy bear. He must be behind the door, but he wasn't. Amelia meowed again. Meow, meow. Ah, those toys are such suckers. The toys hunted all about for the cat. They even looked in the coal scuttle and under the hearth rug, which made Amelia laugh till she nearly choked. She meowed again, very loudly. Meow! Where is that cat? Cried the gollywog in despair. We've looked everywhere. Is he behind the curtain? No, there's only Amelia Jane there, said the curly-haired doll, looking. There's no cat. Well, of course, they didn't find any cat at all, and Amelia Jane didn't tell them it was she who had been doing the meowing. So to this day, they wonder where Tibbs hid himself that night. Then Amelia Jane saw a soda water siphon left in the corner of the room. She knew how it worked because she had seen Nurse using one. Oh, what fun it would be to squirt all the toys. She stole and went up to it and picked it up. And dear me, it was heavy. She ran at surprise gollywog, pressed down the handle, and out gushed the soda water. Shh! Oh! He shouted in astonishment. What is it? What is it? Amelia Jane, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. But she wasn't, of course, not one bit ashamed. This is so much fun. She was just enjoying herself thoroughly. She ran after the teddy bear, soaked him with the soda water, too. She squirted lots over the clockwork mouse and made him so wet that for 2 days his clockwork went wrong. And he couldn't be wound up. She squirted the pink rabbit, and he got into a waste paper basket and couldn't get out, which worried him very much because he was so afraid that Jane, the maid, would throw him away the next day. But she didn't, which was very lucky. Amelia Jane is up to her old tricks again, said the clockwork clown. He was frowning. We will have no peace at all. What shall we do? Said the clown. Take away her key, said the clockwork mouse. She hasn't one, silly, said the golly. Lock her in the cupboard, said the teddy bear. She knows how to undo it from the inside, said the pink rabbit gloomily. Nobody spoke for a whole minute. They were all thinking very hard. Then the clockwork clown gave a little laugh. I know, he said. I've thought of an idea. It's quite simple, but it might just work. What? Cried everyone. Let's polish Amelia Jane's shoes underneath and make them very, very slippery, said the clown. Then, if she begins to run after us with soda water siphons or things like that, down she'll go. But she won't like that, said the curly-haired doll, who was rather tender-hearted. Well, we don't like the trick she plays on us, said the golly. We'll do it, clown. When she takes her shoes off, we'll polish them like they're glass. The very next night, Amelia Jane took off her shoes because she said her feet were hot. Oh, my feet are so friggin' hot. I must have been having too much fun. I think I'll take him off now. The clown had his chance to polish the shoes and rubbed and rubbed and rubbed until they were like glass. The soles of the shoes shone like stars. They were as slippery as could be. The clown put them back and waited for Amelia Jane to put them on. This she soon did, for she had stepped on a pin and pricked her foot. As she put her shoes on, she thought out a naughty trick. I'll run after all you toys with that pin I trod on. That friggin' hurt. Oh, that will make them rush away into all the corners. And what fun it will be to frighten them all. She buttoned her shoes and took the nasty long pin into her hand. Then she stood up and looked round. Her naughty black eyes were gleaming like stars. I'll run after that fat little teddy bear first, she thought. So off she went straight at the teddy bear, holding the pin out in front of her. Come here, you little come here, said Amelia Jane. Put that pin down, shouted the teddy bear in fright. But before Amelia Jane had taken 3 steps, her very, very slippery shoes slid along the ground and poof, down she fell, bumpity bump. She was so surprised. Up she got again and took a few more steps towards the teddy bear, but her shoe slipped and down she went again, bumpity bump. She hit her head on the fender. What's the matter with this freaking carpet? Oh, it keeps making me fall down. Laughed all the toys. Perhaps there is a slippery magic about it, Amelia Jane. Oh, I believe you toys have something to do with it, don't you, little? She shouted angrily at all the dolls. Up she got and took the pin in her hand again. I'll show you what happens to people who put slippery magic on the floor. Here comes my pin. Bah! She tried to run at the gollywog, who was laughing so much that black stars ran down all his face. But down she went again, bumpity bump. And oh my, the pin stuck into her knee. Yes, it really did. She fell on it. How Amelia Jane squealed. How Amelia Jane wept. Oh, the horrid pin. Oh, how it hurts. Well, Amelia Jane, it serves you right, said the pink rabbit. You were going to prick us with that pin, and now it's pricked you. You know how it feels now. Amelia Jane threw the pin away in a rage. The clown picked it up and flung it into the fire. It wasn't going to have pins about the nursery. Far too dangerous. Amelia Jane got up again. I'm going to bandage my knee now where the pin pricked it, she said. And when I get back, I'm going to sort you lot out. Don't you worry. She was very, very angry to say the least. So Amelia Jane took her shoes off again. She saw how the clown had polished them underneath, and she went very red. She knew quite well she could not grumble if people were unkind, because she too had been, shall we say, very, very unkind to the toys. I'll try and be good toys, she said. It's difficult for me, you see. I've got some sort of mental issues, but I'll try my best. The toys thought it was nice of her to say all that. The curly-haired doll came to help her bandage her knee even. The clown put a bandage round her head where she had bumped it. She looked so funny that they didn't know whether to laugh or cry at her. Amelia Jane did enjoy being fussed over, though. She was as nice as could be to the toys. But oh dear, I do somehow feel perfectly certain that she can't be good for long. Poor Amelia Jane. She does seem to have some issues, the poor darling. Well, I hope you enjoyed Chapter 2. And that was very interesting and fun. But we'll be reading Chapter 3 tomorrow. Good night, wherever you are.